Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our Ironman campaign here in Battlecry 2. Once again, just gonna quickly pop in, check the volume. Looks fine. Let's go back to the main menu, into the campaign screen. A quick look at our hero Kaz. Level 18 now, not far at all from level 19. Let's jump right in. Ooh, an Uprising. The elves are being annoying again, although this time just dark elves. Let's see if we can deal with them pretty quickly. We'll be getting a lot of crowns for putting down this Uprising, so let's help ourselves to that end by paying the 30 crowns for the 10 extra points. We want, of course, our Archon, and I think because this is an Uprising situation, I want to try and wipe them out quickly, so rather than taking 2 thralls, I'm gonna take these guys, and because I'm pretty sure... Ooh, we even have this, we even have this guy. I think we got him from an event earlier. Alright. Let's see what the shrine has. If you return with 350 gold, they'll join us. 4 dwarven mercenaries, why not? Let's get these guys on board before we go after the elves. But the more the merrier. Honestly, we'll be fine with just these guys. Things seem a little slow. Are we on, we were on medium speed. I don't know why. Felt like these guys were moving slowly. Maybe I was just imagining things. So let's see what spells the sorcerer has. This is a dark elven unit. You've got Ray Zombie. You know what? That actually works out nicely, because this zombie is a builder unit and he can build our ziggurats for us. And I'm just gonna wait until we... Oh no, I should have waited until we had enough to complete this event. Do I even care about... You know what, I don't care. I was gonna say, do I even care about the dwarves? And... You know what? I'm gonna say no. We're just gonna go in the general direction of where the enemy probably is. And the reason that I'm bringing my hero along is because I know for a fact that High Elf units, High Elf heroes can't be assassins, and that none of their units have the assassination ability. Having said that, there is still a risk in sending our hero out, because certain types of spellcasting heroes can do a lot of damage very quickly, and combat heroes can also damage you very quickly if they land critical hits. Let's see who we are up against. Up against a paladin, one of the aforementioned combat specialist heroes. But shouldn't be a problem. In fact, I think we're gonna take the hero down first. Let's save, just in case things go awry. 2 hits was all it took. No reason to prolong with this battle. Let's go straight for the enemy base. I'm not even going to bother building anything. Wait, hang on. Do I want to level anybody up? Let's level this guy up a little bit. Actually, both of them could stand to gain some levels, so let's just leave our Minotaur Kings loose among their base for a while, and let them do as they please. Did we start with any towers? We did. So they will also have 3 towers, but I guess their towers are pretty far away from what they're building now. Oh, there are their towers. Let's quickly take those down. Yeah, their towers were not in a good spot for them, which I am okay with. And one of our Minotaur Kings leveled up, which is fine. And you know what? Oh, I clicked out of the window. It's so tricky recording in DOSBox in windowed mode. Alright, we need to destroy this before they build more wisps. I'm not going to bother farming experience, honestly. And it's debatable whether I should even be farming experience, because leveling our guys up will also cause them to be more expensive to take. You know, they'll cost more points. But, you know what, it's fine. A couple levels here and there shouldn't make that much of a difference, and we've already won. And because we're getting triple tribute for this, we should have a lot of... Oh, and it was a long enough battle that we gained a level. Even better. 16 points. What do we want to do with those? We've already got everything here. I think what I would like to do is... I want to put 1 point into intelligence. With 7 points, I can't really do anything except... Let's put 1 point into magery. And... how about... 1 more point into morale? Sounds good to me. And if we want to, we can bring in a low-level Minotaur King. You know what? It's actually not a bad idea, because there's never gonna be a scenario in which we bring in 4 of these guys. So I'm actually gonna... This might seem like a silly thing to do, but it makes sense if you consider a scenario in which we don't have that many points, and it would be the difference between us being able to bring a low-level Minotaur King or none at all. So, Grolgon, thank you for your service, but I think we're gonna stick with this guy for now. We already have 1 fully leveled up Minotaur King, and that is... I'm sorry, I was a bit distracted looking at this map, but I was gonna say we already have 1 fully leveled up Minotaur King, and that, like, he's pretty expensive to bring in. So that's gonna be something to keep in mind. I said at the end of last episode that we'd be taking some of these territories that are basically gaps in between the territories we control, and the first one is gonna be Bonebridge. We'll just play as the Minotaurs again. We're going to be fighting determined resistance on this map. And... you know what? I'm... 21 points. So, 27 points would allow us to bring a lot, but I think I'm actually going to do no extra points. I'm going to save my crowns for now. I'll bring in my Archon. I'll bring 1 Minotaur King and 1 Thrall. This is... I wasn't planning it this way, but this demonstrates what I was saying about the value of low-level Minotaur Kings, because had I brought one of these, then I wouldn't have any points to bring in a Thrall. So this is how we're going to do it. And we're just gonna go in. And there's a reason that I'm saving up my crowns. Although you may not necessarily see in this episode why that is. See, like I need, or I would like to have at least 400 crowns in my treasury for a specific event that can happen when you're on the campaign map. And as before, I think because the starting here is going to be a little bit different, I'm just going to do one thing. Is I will use my hero to build my second ziggurat. For this one's going to be the one I advance, and the one that the hero is going to build just now. Actually, no, because this one's going to get built first, it makes more sense to have this one be the one with thralls on continuous production, and then this one can advance. Okay, so now, as I've done many times before, we're going to skip ahead to when I am about to get far-seeing. Alright, so I will see you then.
An enemy hero has been destroyed.
Alright, we're not
Buildings are under attack.
far from far-seeing. We've already taken down the enemy hero, and I think because we did that, they got angry and destroyed one of our mines.
Is under attack.
The enemy hero dropped that item, which wasn't particularly interesting, and now we're about to see the entire map, and this is what we're working with. The enemy is behind this sequence of islands that are connected by bridges, and all of them have pre-placed enemy units on them, and then behind that is his stuff. So really, there's no reason to not just... Why did I send my hero out here? Oh yes, because I wanted this crystal mine back. I was gonna say there's no reason to not just start taking this dude out right now. Don't really need another quarry. What I will do, I have 3... where did I send my... Where did I send all of my Minotaur shamans? I'm already losing the plot. I'll send these guys over there. Where are they? Okay, oh, there they are. I move these guys over here. So 3 of my Minotaur shamans are poisoned, and I was gonna say I don't have a way to cure poison, but that's not true. I do have a way to cure poison, which is by building the pen. And that way I can also cure my Minotaur king. So what I'll do is, I'll keep amassing shamans in the meantime, but while that happens, I'll also be building some sheep. Those sheep will allow our guys to get healed up. And what else should we do? Well... well, hang on. Skeletons aren't taking a lot of damage from those towers normally, so let's put some Minotaur shamans in those towers.
Your base is under siege.
Okay, this is annoying. Our hero can deal with all of these guys. Okay, let's stop playing around. Let us just put this guy out of his misery as soon as we can, and this... How are they finding such a good angle? Is it AI or is it just a fluke? I'm gonna say it's probably a fluke. Okay, now you guys need to heal yourselves. And you... There's one last injured guy. You stand close. So if they're gonna be coming from here, then I should just set the rally point. Did they... God, they destroyed one of my henges. I'm pretty sure I had 3. I'm pretty sure I had 3 henges. These jerks destroyed one of them. It's okay. We've got plenty of crystal coming in. So as long as that side is protected, we should be fine. We'll put you guys on continuous production. And what I'll do is... This group is big enough. Like 5 is fine. And we've got some in the towers as well. And let's pick out a path to go. We'll go this way. Okay, so skeleton cavalry. Okay, so the game crashed. And I don't know how far back I made my save. This is going to be interesting. Okay. This is annoying because this save is from before I got farseeing. So what I need to do is I need to pillar of fire this hero, and luckily this time I got him before he poisoned my units. So that's a good thing. And now I have a decision to make. What am I gonna do now? Well, one thing I know is I should set the rally point here because skeletons are gonna come and attack. And rather than doing... Well, we're not far from getting farseeing anyway. So what we're gonna do is... We're just gonna... Well, let's save our game now that we've killed our their hero again.
Your buildings are under attack.
Which buildings? These buildings? Okay, you know what? Our Minotaur Shamans can protect that side. So I said with a group of 5 Minotaur Shamans, let's go this way. Let's send them even before farseeing. Even before farseeing gets completed. Just to get a bit of a head start. And we have farseeing again anyway. So let's just go this way. I don't know what caused the game to crash. I was talking about the skeleton cavalry units. Was it these guys? Did they perform an illegal animation or something while I was looking at them? Let's hope whatever caused the crash that it's nothing recurring, because then that would make it hard to complete this battle. And skeleton cavalry doesn't have any really special abilities. They're resistant to normal missiles, but because we're using fire projectiles against them, that doesn't really apply against our Minotaur Shamans. But I was gonna say, but they have their uses, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if there really is a point to this unit. I mean, they're fine. They're being a cavalry unit. They're, I guess, a little bit quicker than infantry, but not really that special, all things considered. I mean, I know right now they're looking a bit worse than they actually are. Like, this display is unfair to them because they are, like, these units are a hard counter to them. So I guess being resistant to normal missiles, they would be great at rushing down elven archers or archers of any kind. They would be great for targeting moon guards, which can do a lot of damage to normal units. Even my Minotaur Kings have trouble against them. But against this kind of a cavalry unit, I guess they wouldn't be able to do very much at all. Or now these guys are sending a big attack. But it's too little, too late. We may even get some pillar of fire action if any of them get close enough. And I guess some of them are. So let's do that and wipe those guys off. Wipe those guys out. I guess wipe them off the map. I got caught between two different sayings there. But regardless of my inability to express myself, I think this battle is essentially over. We took out that heavily stacked tower, and hopefully none of the others are as well garrisoned as that one tower, because it did do a lot of damage to that one Minotaur Shaman. This tower has got people in it. You can tell because it's got a different projectile type. And we're just gonna take these guys down. Okay, let me show you their basic flying unit, because a couple of them are going in our direction. The bats. They are probably the most useless flying unit. I guess their one saving grace is that they're very cheap and very quick to produce. But they can't even... they can't attack ground units. All they can do is they can attack other flying units or buildings. So unlike the eagles, they can't build. Unlike the phoenixes, they can't convert. All they can do is fly around and be a minor annoyance until they run into something that can do damage to them, and then they just immediately die. Alright. Oh, there's a tower here, I didn't even notice. There are a bunch of towers here. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I've mentioned before that the enemy loves to spam their towers. Two towers in close proximity, but and one of them is even garrisoned. But I think we're fine. I think we're totally fine. Even with the interruption.
Your base is under siege.
By who? Oh, look, they were intelligent enough to go the other way.
Your troops are under attack.
I want my Archon to not be so close to the enemy. I was gonna use Pillar of Fire, but there's really no point. None of them are even left. And sure, the Archon can just go in, land a few critical hits if he really wants to. It's fine. I guess they must have sent that attack out a long time ago, because the undead are fairly slow moving. So let's just destroy the buildings. Oh, let's destroy this guy because he is a builder unit. We don't want him running around being where do you think you're going? Oh. You thought you were gonna build a tower there. That's hilarious. Well, let's convert that mine just to make sure they don't do that. Oh my god. Their towers are all over. Their towers, they're building more. Where are my Minotaur Kings that I sent up here? So it's gonna take a while to take these guys down. It's like they're basically like an infectious disease at this point. Like, you think you've wiped it out, but if even a bit of it is left, then they can very quickly get a foothold again. So right now we are trying to eradicate them. I probably, looking back, should not have used the analogy of infectious diseases, given, you know, various things that have gone on in the world, but it was, it was the only comparison that I could think of.
Your buildings are under attack.
Yeah, you guys thought you could deal with that many Minotaur shamans. I was gonna say that's brave of them, but I don't think undead are sentient. Aren't they just like fleshy or bony robots without any thoughts and feelings of their own? I guess it varies depending on what the specific lore is of the fantasy universe, because I know vampires in a lot of fantasy settings are considered to have, you know, their own motivations and so on. Liches as well, but not necessarily skeletons and zombies. Although, interestingly, the way the undead in this game work is that all of their combat units start out as skeletons, and then you upgrade them along various
Your
paths.
troops are under attack.
You can upgrade them along a melee path. Eventually they'll become Whites, and then Slayer Knights, and then Doom Knights, or along a magical path. They can become Whites and Wraiths. And then I forget which path enables them to become Liches. If it's either through the White, W-I-G-H-T, the White path, or the Wraith Ghost path. Yeah, this unit. Not quite sure. Alright, this Necromancer did not last long. So we've got a couple of items to investigate. So what I'll do is I'll leave one of these towers around. Let me save my game as well. I'm gonna be nervous because we did have a crash. So I'll destroy one of these towers. I'll leave the other one alive. Or I'll leave the other one intact. Towers are generally not considered to be living. Oh no! Okay. I guess they've got something left. Again, the reason I accidentally destroyed that tower despite not intending to was because I clicked out of the screen again, which happens because I'm playing on VirtualBox. Alright, so clearly it must be that the black enemy still has some unit left. That's a garbage item. That's a piece of trash item. Okay, they have one tower. Okay, not just one tower. They've got a bunch of towers all the way back there. Alright, that's fine. In fact, I think we've got some Minotaur shamans back here, don't we? So what I'll do is I'll well, while you're walking past, see what this shrine has. A ring? Sure.
Quest complete.
Magery +3, resistance +2. Morale merchant versus magery resistance. I already have one of those. I think morale merchant is better. Magery is less of a thing, is less of a concern ever since I upgraded my intelligence. And then put one extra point into magery on top of that. Now our chance of summoning a fire elemental is above 50%. And of course we have more mana as well, and by virtue of having more mana we have more mana regen. Right, so let's just take a look at that item, and while you're doing that, let's start taking down these last few towers. Because there's more than one of them, I'll start taking them down. And this item was a piece of garbage. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this mausoleum has. I'm not that concerned about getting mausoleum quests. Sure. That was completely worthless because I'm sure whatever he gave me, we were already maxed out on that resource. But I figured, you know, let's just complete a quest for the hell of it. Alright. Okay. Yeah, there's at least one more. I was straining my ears trying to hear the applause. Okay, let's try and answer this riddle. My feet are warm, my head is cold, I never move since I'm so old. I think this might be a mountain. Yep.
Quest received.
I actually did not remember that one, so I legitimately just solved that riddle right now. You may or may not believe me, but I'm like, okay, mountains, like the high ones, are often snow-capped, and you know, as you go lower in altitude, the temperature rises, and mountains are not really known for moving around a lot. So that was my thought process. And as it turns out, I was correct. Okay, do they have another tower? Somewhere back here? Let's save again, just in case there's another crash. Oh, I see a black dot. Okay. Okay. What, the towers that I was destroying, were they even the enemy towers? Because when a faction resigns, their towers will remain, but it'll change from whatever color they originally had to gray. And I thought I was attacking black towers, but maybe there were gray towers. I'll have to check back in the footage to confirm that. And yes, that is the slow round of applause. We finally won. We have finally won.
You are victorious.
We are victorious. Alright. Look at the screen. We've got 88 experience. Not bad. Not a lot of interest in the retinue offerings. The one Minotaur King that we brought has gained some nice experience. And we've gained that level. And mercenaries are offering to join us in our next battle. Skeleton Cavalry. I don't know if it's scripted to be this way. If it is, that's pretty cool. And sure, only 12 crowns. It's fine, so we'll say yes. And you know what, let's also, I haven't looked at this episode so far. Let's look at the number of regions owned. Because the demons got eliminated a while back. We eliminated the Dark Elves ourselves. But the Wood Elves also got eliminated in that episode. I didn't call attention to it just because I was so carried away by the fact that we'd finally gotten rid of the Dark Elves. But these guys are also off the map, and a lot of these guys are on the brink with only 2 territories each. We're gonna have to do something about the orcs, because they're kind of snowballing out of control. More than twice the third highest, the joint third highest of the humans and dwarves. But that'll be a problem to deal with in the future. For now, let's just be happy about the fact that we've taken Bonebridge, and now we've got this nice, solid, unbroken stretch of land. And I think what we're gonna do in the next few episodes is we're gonna start taking these territories and get a better connection between Kaz Tor and Bane's Citadel. So we'll get Rilmir, Mountains of Ragnar, which will unlock a different unit. The Lake of Blood, great name. And Toragnar, with some nice bonuses as well if we do end up taking all of them. But for now, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I want to thank you for watching. Oops, sorry. Punched my lamp, as I do once every few episodes. What I was going to say was, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I hope you'll join me for the future episodes as well. So until then, my friends, take care.